We are doing a presentation on Hispanic students and a culturally responsive lesson for kindergartners. Our standard is ELA CCK RF1. This demonstrates the understanding of the organization and basic features of print. We will go through standards A, C, and D today in our activities. Ms. White will do a book and a letter activity to help them understand their letters. Alrighty, and then we'll let Ms. White start.
Good morning, class. Buenos días. Welcome to Mrs. White's class. Bienvenidos a la clase de Mrs. White. Alright, today is Friday, April the 25th, 2014. And we're going to start off by going over the class rules just in case some of y'all have forgot. Number 1 is be honest. Number 2, be respectful. Number 3, raise your hand. Number 4, use good manners. Number 5, be kind to others. And number 6, keep your hands to yourself. Alright, now let's go over our colors like we do every morning just so we can review. Alright? And if y'all would, repeat with me. Yellow,
Yellow,
amarillo.
amarillo,
Blue,
blue,
azul.
azul,
Orange,
orange,
anaranjado.
anaranjado,
Red,
red,
rojo.
rojo,
Green,
green,
verde.
verde.
Ms. White went over the rules that her class has learned, and they get to see them and hear her say them, make that connection. She went over welcome the class in Spanish and English. She also told them today's date and the day of the week in English. The colors that we have at the top of the board here are in the color that it is in English and in Spanish. They can make the connection as the color that they see the word in both languages. And she's going to go over 2 activities, and we'll see how this is culturally responsive.
Alright, class, let's go over our ABCs. And I'm going to say the letter, and I want you to say the picture that is on the card. Alright? A is for
Apple.
B is for
Bear,
C is for
car,
Spaceship. Car.
Now Ashley, what does spaceship start with? Space.
S.
An S. What is this? C for
Car.
for car. D is for
dog,
dog. E is for
elephant,
Elephant.
F is for
fishy,
G is for
goat,
H is for
Hat.
I is for
ice cream,
J is for
jar,
Jam.
Well,
jam,
David, jar begins with a J too. Very good. K is for
Kangaroo.
kangaroo,
L is for
lion,
Lion.
M is for
mouse,
N is for
neck,
Necklace.
it could be for neck too. Yes. Very good.
necklace,
O is for
octopus,
octopus. P is for
pig,
Like Peppa Pig.
yes, just like Peppa Pig. Q is for
queen,
Queen.
R is for
raccoon,
S is for
seahorse,
what is he wearing?
a hat,
What does hat start with?
H,
Good job. T is for
turtle,
Turtle.
U is for
umbrella,
V is for
Valentine's,
Good job. W is for
wagon,
Wagon.
X is for, and look at this right here,
X-ray,
X-ray. Good job. Y is for
yarn,
Yarn.
And Z is for
Zipper.
zipper. Zipper. Good job.
Zipper.
Miss White went over this activity with her students. She showed them the visual that was on the card, which has the same letter that is on the in upper and lower case to make that connection. It is important when students are learning a new language to make them feel comfortable. And by her going over that activity with her students and making them feel comfortable, regardless of if they got it correct, that they could learn and feel completely comfortable in learning their new language.
Alright kids, now we're going to read a book. And this book is by David Shannon and it's called No, David, No. Now remember, when you open your book, flip one page at a time so you don't grab a lot of pages and miss out on a bunch of good stuff in the book. David's mom always said, "No, David. No, David."
He wants the cookies.
He does want some cookies, but it's probably not time for cookies yet. No, David, no. What is David doing in this picture?
He's muddy.
Muddy.
He is muddy and he is tracking dirt all in his mom's house.
Ooh.
No, no, no. And remember, we have exclamation marks after each no, so every time we have an exclamation mark, we make
Our point.
We make our point. Come back here, David. David, be quiet.
He banging on the
How
pans.
many of you have ever done this?
Me. Me.
Don't play with your food. Are you supposed to play with your food?
No.
What do you do with your food?
Eat it.
You eat it. That's why you have toys, so you can play with your toys. That's enough, David. What is he doing?
Eating a lot of
A
food
lot of food.
Yes.
with his mouth open.
Yes. You eat with your mouth closed, and stuffing a lot of food in your mouth can make you choke.
Dangerous.
Yes. Go to your room. Why is David going to his room?
He got in trouble. He don't have no friends.
Well, he may have friends, but he definitely got in trouble. Settle down. What is he doing?
Jumping
Jumping
on the
Is he
bed.
supposed to jump on the bed?
No.
No. It is dangerous. You can fall down and bump your head.
Ugh.
Stop that this instant.
Ew.
Now, is that sanitary?
No.
No.
A lot of germs.
Yes. Put your toys away.
A lot
He's got a lot of toys.
Yes. Remember, be clean and neat. Not in the house, David.
He
What's
wants.
wrong with this picture?
You don't play baseball inside.
No, where do you play baseball at?
Outside.
Outside. You can break something. Just like this.
Look, he broke
I said no, David. What'd he break?
the plant vase.
Davy, come here.
He wants a hug.
He wants a hug. Yes, David, I love you. The end. Now let's go back and review a few things that we have been learning in class. Let's go back to this page. Remember, when you're reading, you start from left to right. And then you read top to bottom. And also remember, whenever you're flipping your pages, flip a page at a time.
Miss White went over the book No David. This book talked about manners with a sweet little boy that many of the kindergartners in our class could relate to. This book it went over our standard to help the students get the basic concepts of print. They understood the turning the page by page. They read from left to right, from top to bottom. They also understood some exclamation points, periods, and spaces between words. Using a book that was large is good. It helped them to truly see what the print concepts are. Especially for English language learners, it's important to get something that relates to in their life that they have related to in the future, or they can use in their future as well.
Okay. Many Hispanic children with limited English proficiency also have in common that their parents are poorly educated, their family income is low, they reside in communities in which many families are similarly struggling, and they attend schools where student bodies are predominantly minority and low achieving. Not surprisingly, the other factors that have been proposed to explain typically low levels of academic achievement among Hispanic students include many that have been cited as contributing the risk factors facing other minority groups, including low socioeconomic status, cultural differences between the home and school, social or political factors, and the school's quality.
For English language learners, learning to read in their primary language is easier because it builds on the words and sound structure of the language they know best. However, children at the kindergarten level are little sponges who learn what they are taught. If they are taught to read in two languages simultaneously, they will learn. If they are taught to read in English only, they will learn. The key to learning to read and preventing reading difficulties in one or two languages is excellent instruction. It is also important to remember that the basic skills that serve as the base for reading, such as phonetic recognition, transfer from one language to another. If a student who is learning English has already acquired these skills in their first language, it is not necessary to learn them again in English. It is always a good idea to find out if the child knows these skills in their first language before beginning to teach them in English.
We chose Hispanic students. We chose a standard for Hispanic students because we believed that we could work with these little kindergartners and they could absorb, like Leidy said, like little sponges, the concepts of print. And like we did in our classroom, to make those connections between their home language and of Spanish and English here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.